Hey guys, it's Aris. This is my design for Circe. This is my very first design. As you can tell, I'm using a body base and everything. I'm using pictures. It was pretty rocky. So the design, it was pretty like original. At least I mean it was original, but there were a lot of things I took from like Pimfic's design. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. And Gigi's design, only because I wasn't really sure how to make her, and I wanted her to be like, I don't really know. I wanted her to kind of like resemble. I wanted her to resemble a lion because I liked that a lot, and like I liked Pimfic's design for that. But I also wanted her to still look like human and like a goddess and all of that. So right here, I'm kind of trying to figure out like the color palette for her because I didn't know what to do. That's why I was like, do I give? Because I liked the island colors that Gigi did, like the pink and the green, but I also liked Pimfic's like royalty, like the gold and like the bronze color and the red. I also couldn't decide on what I wanted her hair to be because I liked like seeing her up, but I also liked Pimfic's design for having it like down and curly. But I also really wanted her to have like really long hair. I don't know why. When I thought of Circe, I just thought like, well, she lives on an island, so like she just has really long hair. And I was also thinking of like Moana's design from Moana the movie. And I was like, I've always loved her like Moana's design, and I don't know why it just kind of fit for Circe for some reason. I kind of just was like, oh yeah, let's just do Moana. So I kind of decided to do like I stuck to long hair, and then I tried to draw the mole flower that she has. Well, not that she doesn't have it, but like in the musical, it hints that like she grows it. And in Pimfic's design, she had it in her hair, and I was like, oh, that's a cute idea. I couldn't draw a flower, so I'm kind of struggling with this, as you can see. And I finally pulled up, like, a picture right there, and then I drew on it. I traced it. This is what I mean. This is my first time doing, like, digital art. Not first time. I've done it before, but, my other designs I'll show later were really simple. This is, like, my first, like, really detailed, like, hard design, because this took me, like, I think 2 days, because I started late, I think, like, at night, and then, like, I continued, because this is during the summer. But, yeah. And I didn't know how to really draw flowers that well. So, here we are. I'm tracing the flower, and yeah, I don't know. This design it was fun to do. It really was, but it was also really difficult. And kind of like, ooh, am I going to be judged for like copying? And like, it wasn't really copying. It was just like, it wasn't as original as like what I can't do or like what I could have done. So her design, like her clothing design it was pretty simple to come up with. I mean, I wanted to give her like a tunic, but I also wanted her to have like, I liked the two-piece that Gigi did. Like, I really liked that. But I didn't want to copy because I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to copy the outfit. So her tunic, her design, like, it was hard. I didn't really know how to do, like, to make it look like fabric. So it doesn't look the best. I mean, I liked it when it was colored and all of that. I still am. But then when I did this, I was working on, like, shading and, like, what's the word? Shading, accents. And I couldn't really do that. So I kind of just, like, played around with the highlights and stuff. It's not showing that now, but yeah, see? Yeah, they're right there. The color for the dress, I wanted to be pink, of course, because, like, I like the color pink, and the color that Gigi did was, like, really pretty. Now, her ears I did take from Pimfic just because I don't know how to draw lion ears, so it was kind of, like, it was just something quick that I could do. So I drew the ears and then put them on her. The little, like, curves you see were, like, with the tunic, like, so it's kind of supposed to be hanging off of her. So, like, to give her, like, I don't really know. I just liked it. And I wanted her to kind of, like, be, what's that one character from Kovu from Lion King? I liked his color palette, and so I kind of stole that from him and put it as my thing. So, like, she has, like, the brown gold hair. But it's not, like, as bright as Pimfic's is. Like, it's not that red. It's more of, like, an island brown, which I like. Her feet look kind of weird, granted, because I can't draw feet. So she does have, like, weird feet. And even when I did add the claws, it looked kind of, awkward. My favorite thing about this design, though, was doing the ears, like, the little, the dark spots, the little, like, polka dots and all that. That was my favorite. I don't know why. I just enjoy doing that. The tail, I traced. I admit I traced the whole thing because I didn't know how to do that. Like I said, this is my very first one. I didn't really know what I was doing. I was still kind of testing the whole app, like, because this is Procreate. And so back to her feet. They don't look the greatest. Her claws are, like, it's kind of uneven. I was trying to, like, go based off of animals, but I can't really draw animals, like, for crap. So, you got those feet. Her molly flower, I decided to make her molly flowers pink because I've been reading the book Circe, by Madeline Miller, and which I love. It's so good. I don't think it ever explicitly said it was like purple, but like I remember it saying it was like, it wasn't white. I think it said that. So I decided to make her flower like pink to go with her outfit. Her eyes I made gold and kind of like pupilless because I just liked that, like, because she's a goddess too, so like why not. But yeah, and I added the molly flower to her name on the little thing because I thought it was fun. And then I wanted to like drown her in gold because like the gold and like the whole rose gold thing, not rose gold, that's like, I don't know what color pink that is. That's like a shade of pink, a pastel pink. I liked the color for it. So I tried to add a lot of like gold markings and like a little sunspot because she's the daughter of Helios, and I liked that like addition. I tried to sketch her out because, you know, I wanted to see if I could actually draw her without tracing. And I think it went pretty good, but like it also looked kind of ugly, not gonna lie. So I kind of hated it, but yeah, so I erased it. But yeah, so this is our full design. I think it turned out pretty well. I love it, but yeah, lots of love, guys. See you guys later.
Come inside.
Damn.
Welcome to the best part of your life.